British Forces News has joined an American warship as she sails into Portsmouth for the 66th anniversary of D-Day. The U.S.S Winston S Churchill is here as an example of the special relationship between our navies. The ship is unique in having a British navigating officer as part of her 275 crew. Our reporter Victoria Smith was on board as she arrived in port.
All the might of a US missile destroyer as it enters British waters. Of course, the ship is here on a friendly visit before heading off to the Arabian Gulf for 7 months.
The U.S.S Winston S Churchill is here visiting the country that gave her its name. She's here for the 66th anniversary weekend of D-Day, and her presence highlights the special relationship that continues between the U.S. Navy and the Royal Navy.
Her captain is keen to emphasise how strong that bond remains.
Winston S Churchill, you could not beat a better ship to show the special relationship. It's a ship named after the Prime Minister, a ship whose sponsor is actually going to come and visit us on Friday, is the daughter of the Prime Minister, Lady Soames, and a ship that has a Royal Navigator on board.
The Royal Navy Navigator has a unique position here on the ship. He's the only one to hold such a responsibility on a US Navy missile destroyer. He was assigned in honour of the ship's famous British name.
The U.S.S Winston S Churchill has a unique exchange position where a RN officer will come over to the United States and serve on a frontline RN ship, and it will always be the U.S.S Winston S Churchill. And I perform the same roles and duties as I would do back at home as a navigating officer, albeit in a slightly different environment. I'm the command advisor for navigation, ensuring the ship is in the right place at the right time, able to conduct its missions.
Lieutenant Druitt has another connection with the ship. He comes from Woodstock, and his grandmother worked in the grounds of Churchill's nearby Blenheim Palace estate. But as the only Brit on board, he has to put up with a fair bit of stick.
All the time, yeah. A lot of stick about the way I spell words and the way I pronounce words, which then is reciprocated in kind back. And obviously the big soccer football debate as well.
Verifying the chamber's clear, making sure there's no round in the chamber. And then I'll just simply let that go forward, do a pre-operational check.
But this is a warship with work to be done. After her short stay in Portsmouth, the U.S.S Winston S Churchill will sail to the Arabian Gulf, where she'll be engaged in counter-piracy measures and maritime operations. As well as 50 caliber machine guns like these, weapons such as the mighty 5-inch 62 caliber gun will provide support for Marines on shore. And the Sea Whiz, with its inbuilt radar systems, offers a wall of bullets to any enemy who gets through the ship's outer defences. 96 missile launchers also stand ready beneath their protective covers. There's not much downtime for the 275 crew, whether it's helicopter drills with the ship's Seahawks or keeping up appearances. All play their part in keeping up the standards of which the US Navy is so proud. For most of them, it's their first time in Britain, and they're keen to make a good impression. Bringing the U.S.S Winston S Churchill back to the country that inspired its name is the perfect end to a very diplomatic journey. Victoria Smith, Forces News, Portsmouth.